Dr. Bilski, I have a confession to make.
Oh no.
I've never had a filling. And so,
Fabulous.
we talk all the time, and I'm like, and filling seems to be such a common thing. And I have no idea, what is it? When do I need it? How does it happen? So why don't you fill us in on fillings?
Good segue.
Well, that's what I get paid to do,
Concept there. Fillings. What is a filling? A filling is a material that we use nowadays. It's called a composite. And it's an acrylic material that is tooth color. That is either packable or flowable, and we just kind of squeeze it in, shape the tooth, bond it into place, and we use a blue light to harden it. So that's
the UV deal.
It's a filling. We're filling a hole.
Yeah.
So that's called cavitation. When you have any disruption in the enamel surface, either a break or a cavity, or maybe an existing old silver filling, which we don't put in it. I haven't placed a silver filling since 1992.
They stretch and swell and everything.
That's the reason why we've switched over to the tooth color. They don't have that what's called thermal coefficient. So when give you an example, when it's hot outside, you can't get your window open maybe in your house,
right? Or
your door is like sticking,
swollen.
Yep. So when it gets colder, it contracts a little bit, so it's more freely opening and or closing. That happens with filling. So an example, if you have a silver filling back in the day, you go outside and the temperatures currently that we were experiencing in Independence, Ohio, it's 10 degrees. So you go outside, 10 degrees, then you come inside and you drink a cup of coffee. So you went from 10 degrees breathing in,
that's
to 104 or 5 degrees, whatever temperature of coffee, tea.
And it's like Hercules pushing against the side of the tooth that's inside.
Here's the thing that most people don't know, even some doctors. Silver fillings were made to expand to stay intimate with the surface of the internal part of that tooth that got a hole in it, or had a cavity, or I drilled into it, but it never stops.
It never stops?
It never stops. Now, we're not talking about explosion.
No, sure, right,
but it never stops. So that thermal coefficient, it is there, but there's going to be a point where your tooth can't take that and it just cracks. Example,
that just doesn't sound good.
Patient came in, doesn't have a denture, doesn't have any upper teeth, has one molar tooth that had a silver filling.
That poor guy.
It cracked.
Really?
Cracked.
The one tooth he had.
One tooth.
Jeez almighty. Wow.
So, and he was proud of keeping that tooth. So he said, what can we do? Can I put a cap on? What we call caps crowns. We talked about that already. But back to the filling part, a filling is a filling. So if you look at the surface of, say, my fist, if it's just in the center and it's the chewing surface of your tooth, it's less than 50% removal of the chewing part, that's perfect for a filling.
Okay.
So when you go to the dentist has to look and assess it appropriately. In our practice, what we do is we take a picture of it, called an intraoral camera shot. Then I could put up on a television screen, and on the screen, the tooth will be as big as your head that we're looking at.
That's gigantic.
And I'll say, Randy, do you see this, this, and that? And if you don't, tell me, because then I can, go for a little bit more thoroughly through this with you. But everyone, once they say like, oh, geez, doc, what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, you got a little hole here.
It's got to be shocking when your tooth is this big and something's wrong with it.
And we could put a filling in it, and it's a simple appointment, in, out, blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, if it's not that, then we start talking about crowns, which, that's another video. Okay. But as far as the filling is, it could be a discoloration on your front tooth, and we just take a little tiny small drill that eliminates what we call a decalcification or the stain, and then we can bond over it with the 17 different colors of teeth.
Oh, wow.
Plus the bleach shade. So, there may be 21, 22 different colors of tooth materials that we can use to seamlessly fill a cavity, cavitation, a crack, a discoloration, a stain, demineralization, hypermineralization, like all the above.
Everything, pretty much everything. Well, I'm going to earn my money here with another segue. Why don't you fill them in as to how they can get in touch with you guys?
So the best way is to call us at 216-524-4410, or go right to our website at bilskidental.com and there's a widget in there. You can click on it, and you can actually schedule an appointment to be seen, evaluated for whatever your concerns are. We're goal oriented. We want to get results for you, and that's, I think, what we're best known for. It's I think most dentists all charge the same, and they accept insurance. There's very few distinguishing or differentiating type of things that doctors do, and if that fits you, then we want to be there for you.
That's great. Well, thank you. Hey, and remember, when you're on the website, you can check out more videos like this. A lot of good information there, so be sure to check them out.
Hope to see you.